I've worked with hundreds of women entrepreneurs to help them market their businesses. Behind their businesses, they all have stories to tell. Whether it's battling mommy guilt, starting a business after being fired from a six-figure job, or realizing they needed to pivot and forge an uncharted path, they've all experienced something on their journey to success. I'm one of these women too, and I'm here to share our stories on Bright Girls in Business. What's up, everybody? It is Chanel Yarber here with another episode of Bright Girls in Business. It's Wednesday already. I promise y'all, these weeks just seem to fly by, and then we have another guest and another episode, but I'm always excited to be here in front of you and bring new guests. So today we are talking about power couples in business. So I'm really excited about this topic. I have wanted to bring it forth for a while and just talk about relationships and entrepreneurship, because those are two very important segments of most people's lives, at least those that are in business. They want a relationship. There's a lot of women out here that are single and running businesses, and then there's a lot of them that are in relationships and they're trying to figure out how to navigate this thing. So we are going to talk to a power couple today, and that consists of Miss Rose Simmons of Business Lounge Dallas and Mr. Rondregus Underwood of Mr. Used Closet. So thank y'all for being here.
Thank you for having us.
Yes. So let me tell y'all a little bit about both of them, just so you understand where they're coming from and what they do and all that other good jazz. So Ro is the visionary CEO behind Business Lounge Dallas, which is a co-working, workshop, and event space in Dallas. And she caters to Black business owners in the DFW Metroplex. So since its inception in 2018, Business Lounge Dallas has assisted over 100 clients with business ideas and launches, and she has helped other entrepreneurs launch event spaces in Chicago, in South Carolina, and internationally in Nigeria. So she's global, y'all, and she's serious about this thing. And then we have Rondregus Underwood, who is also known to many as Mr. U, and he is an image consultant, fashion stylist, and published photographer and content creator. He's been in the entertainment industry for over 24 years, working with artists in fashion, film, sports, and music.
Absolutely.
All right, so they're the real deal, and we are here to talk about the love language between them. So, Ro, listen. Y'all laughing, but I gotta get to it.
Let's get it.
All right. So, y'all audience, I gotta let you know. I know Ro. I've been knowing Ro. We met in 2017 or 18?
2018.
All right, 2018 when she first launched Business Lounge Dallas, and she's been a part of my gold friends circle. So we have a real relationship. So I'm about to get in her business a little bit, okay? So, Ro, I just need to know how did the love language between us, how did this couple thing come along? Because last I knew, you were married, and then, of course, that, dissipated. And then I looked up and I said, wait a minute, now, Ro got a whole man, and he cute and everything. Like, I'm here in Dallas, and I've been here in Dallas for 10 years, and I ain't found nobody. So I just want to know, like, tell me the story behind it.
So for one, it's a long story, but so yes, I was married. I was married for 19 years. I have two sons, 16 and 20. And so one thing I can tell you guys that I'm a whole planner, okay? So I try to plan majority of what I can of my life. So it wasn't, it's no like straight way of how this relationship happened. But all I can say is, like, in my marriage was over years ago. It was over years ago. Mm-hmm. People just didn't know it because I never displayed my feelings. I never displayed what I was going through. I just kept moving. And that's what I'm notorious for doing, is moving forward. And so when it came about, like, I met Ron in December. And still, when I met him, it wasn't on, like, a relationship type thing or anything like that. It was business. And I had no attraction to him or any of that nature at all, for real. I'm so serious. It was nothing on that level. But I guess, like I said, when you put girl plus boy plus time, things happen. But it was still not our doing. Like, we didn't deliberately do this. But when I tell you down to the T, God orchestrated everything. He orchestrated every step of my life, like the good, the bad, and the ugly. And so the divorce was one thing that had to happen regardless, no matter who it was or whatever, it had to happen. But I'm a whole 100% manifester, right? And when I believe in something and I have a desire for something, I'm going to get it. Do I know when and where? No, but I know I'm going to get it. And so I knew, as far as my love life and how it was going, I was like, this ain't it. This ain't it. I deserve better than this, and I'm going to get it. How? I don't know. Because what I was told, what I was looking for was a fairy tale. And indeed, it's not. I got it right here, real life.
I want to dig into two things you just talked about. First of all, the manifestation thing, because I'm with you. I'm like, I believe that there's nothing that I can't have if if I believe it and I stick to it. I do my affirmations, all that good stuff. Now I've been affirming that I'm gonna get me a boo,
and will.
So, I need you to send some good juju over here. That's why I got y'all at the table. So hopefully, maybe I get some, you can sprinkle something over here, rub my hand or something. But also the fact that you took into your hands your life, your destiny. Because so many times people, they're in relationships, long-term marriages, and they're miserable.
That part.
Right? Mm-hmm. And they stay because everybody tells them that's what they should be doing, and this is where you should be, and regardless till death, all of that other good stuff, and there's more obligation than it is love.
That part.
So I just want to commend you.
It's huge. Yeah.
Okay, on finding your happiness and manifesting, like taking your happiness into your own hands and manifesting it. I think that's huge. And just being an entrepreneur, we're movers, we're shakers, we make things happen.
That part. Come on.
It doesn't just, fit into a box, into one area of our lives.
That part.
So
I can tell you it's not black and white at all. It's like it's so many different avenues. But the thing is to be open to those avenues. People shut down things because of, it's not this perfect way or it's not that perfect thing. But when I tell you, like, when it's God doing it, it ain't nothing you can do anyway. It's going to happen, period. And I promise you, like, I'm telling you to the T, like, the way that we had got connected and everything and the way that it all laid out, it was not our doing. We didn't intentionally do any of this. But I can tell you, I intentionally knew that I wasn't staying in that marriage. It didn't have nothing to do with him.
Right.
But I knew there was better for me, and I deserved better. And a lot of the people around me knew that, too.
I love that. So, Ron, can I call you Ron?
That's fine.
Okay. Do people call you that? Don't say it's fine, and then you be like, that girl got on here and called me something I don't like. Okay, all right. So, Ron,
Yes.
What was it about Ro when, she said y'all met, y'all were on business and all of that stuff? Where was the transition, and what made you be like, okay, yeah?
It was like an unspoken chemistry, a way we just harmonized with each other. You know what I mean? I think that's what it was for me. The way I've had a lot of relationships. She's had relationships. So it's like when you meet somebody, the way they move. You know what I'm saying? The way they complement each other. So at first it wasn't even noticed. We weren't even doing it. But as we continue to do things, we had we were doing promotions at Q&J, Hookah Lounge, and we just had so many projects going. We both like networkers. Like we love networking. So we both was on the scene doing that, and we was doing this together. And then it's like it was other opportunities for us to spend time together, and it's just an attraction, and a lot of things that we do just complement each other, and it works, Yeah.
I like that. You always want to find somebody that complements you, that is on the same path. It's very hard because you say you were married 19 years,
yes.
So when you were young,
yes,
and when you don't quite know who you are,
come on,
and don't know where you're going,
yep.
And you get hooked up with somebody young, and even if you get hooked up with somebody old, and maybe you haven't even found your path, but then your destiny is pulling you in one direction and they remember you as this.
Come on, you act like you know my life.
I
Girl.
don't,
Come on.
but I'm
Yes.
just saying, like, I see it happen all the
All
time,
of
and then
that.
you come of age, and then you grow, and you're like, this
Wait
isn't
a
that.
minute.
But what he said, what I heard him say, y'all were in harmony, y'all were in step, doing similar things, y'all were on a similar path, and it just.
Right.
So
that's why
maybe,
you can't discredit the past or whatever we've been through, because like she's been through things that made her who she are and put her in position to, what I'm saying, for us to meet at this point. You know what I mean? And me as well. You know what I'm saying? Like, been through a lot. You know what I mean? But for God to keep both of us, you know what I'm saying, and take us on this entrepreneur journey that's not easy in its own, to partner with us with somebody that's of equal and that moves the same and has the same desire, and that gets. I mean, I see her every day. She gets up driven to do what she do. It's like it's nobody having to motivate Ro. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's good to be on, on her side, or what I'm saying, there with her, seeing her operate. But it's an amazing thing, and when she's even behind the scenes, when it's my project or me being on the stage or whatever, it's like how she moves and how she just compliments me, man. I think to have an opportunity like this, to be partnered with somebody, you know what I'm saying, that's so in sync. It's unspoken, the way we move around each other, the way we circulate and do daily things. It's just it's a magical force. So
it really is a fairy tale.
I love it. She said it's a fairy tale, y'all. And that's the thing, especially as we get older. You and I are the same age. We just turned 40, so 1982 was a great year. I just want to put that out there. 82 was a wonderful year, everybody.
Yes.
But as you get older, people start telling you to not believe as much, or not dream as much, or you can't have this because of that, or oh, you too old, or I hear all types of stuff that people try to, it ain't nobody out there like that. Or everybody is taken. It's all these limited beliefs that people have around love and even business too. Yeah. And so I think hearing you and knowing that you already overcome things in business, you've overcome things in life. When you have that mindset and that driven mindset that you have, that I know that you have, it's like, bump what these people saying. I'm going after what it is that I want, and I'm going to do it.
Okay.
So I looked up the definition of power couple.
Okay.
All right.
Nice.
I did. I had to figure. I wanted to know. I said, well, I'm not a power couple. I'm a power person, but I'm not a power couple yet. I'm not a power couple yet, but he out there.
Being a power person is dope, though.
I'm a movement by myself. But I had to see what it was. And what it said is that it's two people in a relationship who are successful and influential in their own right. Now, I added my own little razzle. I mean, that sounds good, but I feel like it's a little bit more to that, okay? Because then you have to think about yourself holistically, all right? You have to think about yourself spiritually and emotionally. Are you whole in all other facets of your life? Are you just a healthy person in general? It can't be just, I got money, she got money, and we come together and, Right. So I want to ask y'all, what is your definition of a power couple, and how do you see yourself fitting into your definition of what that looks like?
Yeah.
Wow. So, I mean, okay. I really think that we are an example of a power couple. But I think a power couple isn't like what people think it is. I don't think that everything is perfect. Everything is all together like people think that it is. I think it's that couple that they get up, they grind, they go for it every day, but they believe in themselves, they believe in each other more than anyone else. That's what makes it power. They're a couple alone, okay? They're a couple together. But it's that the belief that they have in each other, that they know, like, for one, this is my person. Like, when we're together, it's like nobody else exists. It's like we can be in any space. It can be hundreds of people or thousands of people around us. We still have our moment. Like, we still, like, stand out. Yeah. And I think that right there is power. But it comes from our chemistry. It comes from how we feel about each other. And all of this is organic. It was nothing that was, like, had to be, pressed or forced. It was all organic. So I think a power couple is a couple that no matter what, they're going to achieve, they're going to overcome whatever comes their way. So I think we fit perfectly in that.
How about you?
I mean, that's a great answer. Okay, I don't know how to back that up, but yeah, I definitely agree. I mean, being a power couple it holds a huge like weight. You know what I mean? Like it's being influential. At the same time, it's being real. It's like
That
a lot of
part,
people look at
yes.
couples that they put them in that category of being a power couple. It's like you real, you down to earth. You know what I'm saying? Like you know how to meet people where they at and pull them up. You know what I'm saying, with your image. You know what I'm saying? I think that's the
That
powerful
part,
thing that
yes.
Ro and I have as far as our image and how we move and everything and how we present ourselves to the world and all of that. It's like we're so conscious of, you know what I'm saying, the moves we make. And like I said earlier, it comes from what we both been through in our background as developing to us into these dope brands and these dope individuals, but coming together and, you know, so you have power. So it takes two powerful individuals individually coming together. So now they're a power couple. So, I mean, just having that title and just to be on the show and considered to be a power couple with Rose Simmons. I mean, it's like, this is what you work. This is what you grind for. You know what I'm saying? This is the plateau that those days where you grinding and you don't know why. You know what I'm saying? And things falling through or some things working out. You like, you know what I'm saying? Like then you get to a point in life you feel like, okay, now I understand why. All of the crossroads, and I went. Some told me to go the way that whatever the decision that I made. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that's what makes us powerful. We've taken on everything from each other, from our past, our flaws, our perfections, and we're like, okay, let's do this. And together, and it's like we see how it can be so influential and powerful to a generation. We've been to events, we've seen people speak to us just out in public, like in certain scenes. It just says so you have to be there to see the confirmations. Like that's what you know what I'm saying. That's the type of power that I want to have as a person, as an individual, and as a man in a relationship with a woman. I feel like her and we share the same understanding, image-wise, speaking-wise, just being out in public, knowing how to have manners, and we always consider it, how she moves. It's like, it's a once-in-a-lifetime thing to be considered a power couple, man. So I definitely appreciate it, whatever anybody want to consider it to be.
I love
You know what I'm saying? I'm glad to be in that light, so yes.
So y'all have talked about the highs and, you know, the smiles and the feels and all of that other good stuff. But we all know that relationships, anytime you put two people together, it's something, right? It's something underlying. It's always going to be some kind of conflict. So what are some of the things or challenges, I'll say, that you guys have faced as a couple and, you know, just being out in the limelight and having the influence that you have?
I mean, my challenges, it would be learning him, you know, because that's one thing you have to do when you get a new mate, or you have to learn them. And so I can honestly say, though, I have grown a lot by learning him. You know, though I grew up in a house full of guys, I lived in a house full of guys with nothing but sons. You know, I learned a lot about guys, but still each guy is different, you know? And so learning him and learning how to be a helpmate to him, you know, it's been challenging, but at the same time, I've grown a lot. And so I could say a lot of our disagreements have came from because I'm learning him.
Okay.
I mean, and vice versa. I mean, I'm learning her too. So, but I don't think that's really haven't been a challenge for me. You know what I mean? I think the challenge for me is just, you know what I'm saying, the way we got together. You know what I mean? I think a lot of people felt like it wasn't a way that, you know what I'm saying, they thought it should be. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so that has been, I think, a big challenge for us, like just in our network and outside of our network, you know what I'm saying, just really just catering it towards like, this is what we want to do, keeping focus on, you know what I'm saying, what's working for us. So I think that's been the really biggest challenge for, you know, for me.
So how do you navigate that? If, you know, I mean, I asked y'all in jest, and I mean, I wasn't expecting y'all to, you know, tell me it was something crazy, but I'm sure people, you know, they question, they want to know. So how do you handle that? And I mean, I'm sure I'm not gonna put words in your mouth. Tell me how you handle it.
I'll let you go first.
I mean, again, it really goes back to when I say the way we move around each other, I mean in the way that we communicate, the way we work things out, the way we go into a situation and we somehow, her mind and my mind is like, it's something to see. You know what I mean? So I think how we work it out is the way we recap. You know what I'm saying? Like, no matter what happens during our day or whatever we going through with somebody outside of the relationship or something like somebody that's closer to the internal of the relationship, the way we recap and listen to each other and just, I don't know. I mean, it's just, it's certain qualities that you have as an individual that you develop. You know what I'm saying? So when you get a partner, it's certain things that you still have your boundaries, you still have your whatever to make you feel, like an individual. But when you're a partner with somebody, it's a much stronger entity as a force. It's a whole collaboration, understanding, and the fact that we're both business minds. You know what I'm saying? We get it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. So it's like,
it sounds like y'all are in tune with one another.
Yeah,
That's what
it's
I'm
like
hearing.
We
Like,
are.
the
and
challenges
it's
are not even the challenges. The challenges
Yeah,
are like strengths, like building strengths amongst each other.
Because I don't entertain any negativity. So, me, when I was trying to explain like how we even got together and how I met him and all that stuff, like the people who have never experienced that don't get it.
they don't get it.
They
It's
don't
starting
get
to
it.
fall off like flies,
Yeah.
though. You should have saw it.
Like real fast.
And
So
they're probably not supposed to be there because
Yeah.
here's the thing: when you are on certain wavelengths and you are on a certain frequency, once you elevate and you get to another frequency or whatever the case, or even if you decline and get on another frequency, the same people can't reach you.
It's
That
a real
part.
thing.
So
though.
it's
That's
it's
a real
okay,
thing. Like,
and you have to be okay with the fact
Yeah.
that as seasons change in your life and things change, whatever, everybody ain't they're not gonna get it.
That
But it's
part.
if y'all get, as long as y'all get it
and do.
and y'all happy,
yeah. I feel like if it was stuff like when we was probably like less mature,
Yeah.
there probably was some stuff that probably would have broke us up or whatever. But I think now it's like we both know who we are. You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm 37, she's 40. It's like we're at that age where, you know what I'm saying? We know who we are now. It's not
That
like we
part.
still trying to figure out like who we are. As you know what I'm saying? We both know who we are. We've both been in our element. And that's how we found each other. In
Yep.
our element.
I love
It wasn't something that we was like doing outside of operating in our gift. We was both operating in our gift. You know what I'm saying? Showing up for meetings and doing those things is like that's what God blesses you. You know what I'm saying? Like you on assignment. You're doing you're operating in your purpose. So he's going to put people in place to make it make sense. You know,
That
he has
part.
the ultimate power to do that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like everybody asking us. We got, trust me, we got way more people that like us that don't. We don't
That
care.
part.
So, but, so we have a lot of people that ask us, like, how do you, I'm saying, we basically just operate in your element, guys. Yeah. Find out who you are and stay true to who you are and you're more than what you believe in. And God will send this magical, whatever you think it's just like you think it's like this little imagination in your mind. You think it's like this invisible, like it'll never happen. Cause we were just talking about that this morning. It's like we wake up like in the bed like texting each other, complimenting each other, like I love you, I love you. I can't believe
y'all still being sucky. Y'all still being sucky right now.
You know what I'm saying? But it's like we saw it in our minds as this small image, this smaller seed.
Yeah.
And like I told her, I saw it, but I didn't think it'd happen in this lifetime. Meeting someone, your person like you, like it's crazy. And it's crazy because first I thought it was like, yeah, let me see. But it's like every day is like an amazing discovery journey.
Every day.
Every day. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
Y'all
this ain't
giving me
stopping.
the feels.
It's not stopping, though.
You're like, for real.
It's not
Yeah,
stopping.
it's for
It's
real.
not stopping.
It's like we don't have. It's not a dull moment, like for
stopping.
real.
So I gotta ask you, Ro, because one of the things, and I know y'all, on social media we see all this dialogue around relationships and especially around black love and all of the conflict back and forth that, I think Kevin Samuels kicked off. I don't know. It might have been before him. But this thing about women not knowing how to submit.
Come on.
All right, we're going to
Come
go
on.
there. We're going to go there because I have to. So you're both leaders in your own right. And I can already tell he not like stealing your shine, which is great because that's a whole nother thing to be said. You date some people and they want to steal your shine.
Yeah.
But how do you know when to lead, when to fall back, when to, be in your space and in your element, and when to let him, what's the rhythm?
Well, one of my things is I am a natural server. So that right there is easy for me. But when I have somebody who exemplifies protector, exemplifies leader, someone who I trust, that I know, oh, we gonna be good. You ain't got no problem with me. You ain't got no problem with me submitting. Submitting and serving, I'm from the South. And so I grew up with my mothers, my aunties, my grandmas, watching them as they served their husbands. Did I know the in-depth of their relationships? I didn't. But just watching that made me feel good. And so as, growing, like I said, I grew up in a house full of boys, and then I raised a house full of boys. So knowing how to serve and be submissive was one of my things. And so I have no problem with being submissive. I don't need the man to be like this extra person for me to submit to. I'm going to submit to you until you give me a reason not to. When you give me a reason not to, then I'm going to pull all the way back. But it won't be like it's a conversation that we're not going to have before I do that. You know what I'm saying? Because with both of us being alpha, we're both leaders. So I'm like, look, I'm a strong woman, but I have no problem backing down and being feminine. I ain't got no problem with that. I love that, actually. So let me serve you. Let me do whatever I can to make sure you good. I'm going to do that. But like I said, let me get that moment that I feel like I'm unprotected. Let me get that moment where I feel like I'm not being led right. Let me get that moment when I feel like I'm not going to be taken care of. Oh, yeah, I'm going to pull all the way back. And that's some of the things that I saw in my marriage. And I saw that early. I'm going to tell you that. I saw that very early because I was 18 when I met my ex. I was 18. And so my dad was my example. My dad, that was the dude for me. You know what I'm saying? My dad was the protector. He was the leader. To me, he was the smartest man in the world, okay?
Somebody a daddy's girl.
And is, okay?
Don't.
But my ex would tell me constantly, your dad is not the smartest man in the world. Da, 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 da. And I'm like, but he is, okay?
Yeah.
But yes, I did compare my relationship a lot to how my dad was, and I had to learn that I could not do that because, of course, they're two different people, different upbringings, all of that. But it was still characteristics and things that I wanted in my mate that I didn't see. But by that time, I was pregnant with my first son, and I was like, look, this little boy right here, he need a sibling because what we're not going to do is just have this one child because he had that one child syndrome. He was spoiled, all that good stuff. I said, so let me go and have another one, get these two out the way. So, because when I told you in the beginning, I'm a planner. I really started planning my life when I was 13. I saw things. I saw how adults were moving, and I saw where I was, and I knew where I wanted to be. And I did not want to be like those people, because my thing is this: as long as you're alive, what's going to happen? You're going to get old.
That part.
How do you want to be? How do you want to live? How do you want to look when you get there? So I started planning when I was 13, and a lot of people don't do that.
Yeah.
And so
I didn't.
So it helped set me up for where I'm at today. Yes, of course, bumps in the roads, all that good stuff. But I'm saying, that all helped me. So submissiveness is nothing for me. I love to submit. I ain't got no problem with submission. And I'm still a leader. I'm still a boss. I'm still a CEO. I'm still a founder. I'm still a mom. I'm still a wife, future wife, okay? I'm still all of those things. So being submissive doesn't put me under or anything. I actually enjoy it. I love it.
I love that. Because I tell people all the time, I think people have a misconception about women who are leaders. That we don't, you hear this thing, oh, you don't need a man. I've dated so many guys and they're like, you don't need me. And I'm like, who told you that?
Girl.
I may not need you for money or I may not need, for something like that, but I need you to protect me. I need you to listen to me. I need you to be there. I need you to support me along whatever it is that I'm doing. I need partnership.
Come
That
on.
part.
Two
that
is
part.
always better than one.
That
Come
part.
on.
Right? So where you're strong and I'm weak, we come together and we work that thing out. So I love to hear you say, I want to be submissive. I tell people all the time, I wish somebody would come along and let me just,
Come on.
let me live a
Let
life
me
of leisure or something.
spoil
Let me,
you, okay?
yeah.
I ain't got no problem.
Absolutely. So
But
two,
but
go ahead.
one more thing. But two, though, I think too, I have not been hurt a lot either by men.
Well, that's
but
great.
But I think that's too because of how I am. But I know a lot of women have been hurt by men, so they're just like, well, I'm not going to do this. Not going to do that. But I haven't been hurt a lot like that. I've had 3 major relationships in my life, and I look at it this way. Even if one doesn't work out, I'm not changing who I am. I'm still a server. I still take care of those who I love, and I'm gonna be that person regardless. So
I love that. You say you're not getting lost in this in no relationship.
That
you're gonna
part.
still be yourself. So Rondregus, I'm gonna call your whole name. I'm gonna call your whole name. Your mama call him Rondregus. I'm gonna call him Rondregus. So what advice do you give to men on the flip side of that might want to date, women that are alpha women? How do you navigate? What do you do? How do you learn how to, carve your path?
That's a huge question. I think, man, it's like, hey, let your woman, like, if you trust, you guys have trust in each other, and you guys have a system that works for your relationship, you know what I'm saying? Like, work that thing out, you know what I mean? Like, every relationship is unique. Every relationship is very delicate and passionate to the two, you know what I'm saying? So, just, being on one accord and, trusting each other, knowing each other. And it still goes back, man. You definitely got to know who you are. I don't think you're going to ever be in a really good, like, what is a perfect relationship, but a really solid relationship without knowing who you are. You know what I'm saying? Because without knowing her, you don't know your strong suits. You don't know, like, your weaknesses. You don't know what you need a partner to do. You know what I'm saying? So I think, like, I've never had a problem with Ro. Like, her as a leader, I love seeing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love seeing her be the female version of me because people that know me, and I go hard. So it's like to see a female that's, if I wasn't there, it's like she's still at the reins, like, you know what I'm saying? That type of thing. Like, and I feel like I see that in her. You know what I mean? So, you know what I'm saying? I never had a problem with her being a leader and being submissive. Like, Ro, like, makes sure I can say that. Like, she makes sure I'm straight. You know what I mean? Like, as far as, like, bringing me my food and, like, when we're out, she's always, like, on my arm. She's complimenting me. I mean, it's like she just, even when I'm working, she's behind the scenes doing content. You know what I mean? It's like, it's one of those things that, you know what I'm saying? Like, but I know who I am. So it's like I know where to lead her. I know, you know what I'm saying? She knows what I likes because she see me operating in it. You know what I'm saying? So that's how we complement each other. Like, I see where she's operating in. So it's like I know where to be, to when to be, how to be, where to be, and everything, you know what I'm saying, looks amazing for us. So, you know what I'm saying, just having that partner that you're in understanding with, and having a woman that submits to you as a king, that don't mean, like, overdoing your power or, like, having, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I love Ro. So it's like, her being submissive to me just makes me just, you know what I'm saying, just more of who I am, I should be for her. You know what I mean? So I think that's the whole, like, magnetic part of it, the whole understanding of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, because the woman is the helpmate, the guy is the guy that's out here in the world that's taking on all these battles and these tactics and stuff like that. And it's like, I'm so proud of my partner, like my mate. It's like, I'm glad, like, we look at each other all the time and be like, yes, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, because I feel like she gets up and put on her armor just like I do every day, and we go out and we take care of people. I love taking care of people too. I have a heart for that. And I think if, you know what I'm saying, like, for this to be Rose Simmons and her, us to make this decision, like, she's looked at this tenfold, like, this guy, you know what I'm saying? So I think for her to entrust me in, like, with being her partner and part of her life journey as well, I'm excited about it. You know what I mean? Like, I've seen like stuff that I got coming up on. We meshed each other's calendar. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it was like, you get me, you going to 9 times out of 10, about that 10 times out of 10. You're going to get her too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But what we bring to any set, what we bring to any business, what we bring to any venture, like her and me are somehow a part of your event, it's quality. Those are name brands right there. That's like Louis Vuitton and Gucci that's coming to your event.
Come on now.
You know what I'm saying? So that's how I see her. I see her as Gucci of women. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is my partner. So it's like I'm securing that. So I don't have to be extra. I'm probably one of the most laid back dudes, but my steps are so strategic that I can look like I'm moving slow, but I'm really making big steps. I've only been in Dallas, 2 years?
Yep.
Where you from?
I just moved down here from Detroit. I was in Detroit for 10 years, but I'm originally born and raised in Alabama.
All right.
So yeah, I'm from the country. I'm from the South too. So
Okay.
but living in Detroit really taught me a lot about branding and marketing myself and personal development, because I had to go through a lot going up north, coming from Alabama. So I had to learn a lot. It was a much faster pace of life, but it taught me about starting my brand, doing business things, workshops, techniques. You know what I'm saying, like all type of stuff. And, that's what really got me started. So here I am 24 years later as a pillar in the community. And so I love having a voice. I love, like, other guys, older and younger guys, and women looking up to me and be like, my man, you're so, like, whatever, your look or what you're doing. I love all the compliments, and I'll take all of that, and it drives me forward. It drives me to want to be a better man, a better dad, a better husband one day, and just, just really do some powerful things in the community. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely want to make sure I have a mate that's on that same vision, that same path. So, and I see that in her. We talked about these things just naturally. And so when we talked about these things, just in certain situations, we just talking. And so we learned things about each other. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that goes with direction I'm going. You know what I'm saying? And we just start spending a lot of time together, because you're not going to spend time with nobody that you don't
Like.
You don't like.
You're not.
You don't
Trust
harmonize
me.
with. You know what I'm saying? So
You're not. You're not.
So it's beautiful every day, man. Every
Yeah.
day is a lovely journey. Like, from playing basketball, working out at the gym,
Yeah.
cooking, grocery shopping. Even though I don't like Walmart, she loves Walmart. Like, grocery shopping, gas station stops. Our conversation is never a dull moment, because look who's intertwined with each other right now. So it's beautiful.
Y'all are giving me life right now. I'm like, I've been smiling the whole time, like, because I love love. I have always loved love, and I've always been the girl that wrote the fairy tales. Even as a kid, I would, get with my friends, and I'd be like, okay, y'all, let's tell stories. And we would all make up this stuff about, when I'm older, I'm going to be with somebody, and we're going to do this, and So when I hear you say that, and I see you glowing, and I see you happy, and I know, I've been around you long enough, it makes me happy to see you happy. So congratulations.
Thank you.
Yes. So, listen, I always do my top 5 questions with my guests on the show.
Okay.
It's no right or wrong answer, but this time I'm gonna flip it a little bit, because I got 2 people here, y'all together, and I just want to see how well y'all might know each other. All right, y'all ready?
Yes.
Let's do it.
Okay. So, Ro, what is Rondregus' favorite movie?
Life.
Oh my God, that was clutch.
Okay.
She knows that. When Martin Lord is in, yeah.
What's her favorite movie?
Ro, favorite movie. Ro is not really a movie person, like really heavy like that.
But she got a favorite movie or a TV
Yeah.
show. What TV show she watch all the time? She might not watch
P
TV.
Valley.
Come on, P Valley, down in the valley.
Well, no, yes,
Wait. I do love P Valley.
That is funny.
that's one of them. But she has other shows too. I was just being funny. But she has other shows too that she watches. But Ro doesn't really like watching like whole movies. She falls asleep. It's like,
First of all, I'm
lot.
40 now, so yeah.
Don't say that. Well, look, I be falling asleep, so I
But
ain't gonna
yeah.
lie.
The Last Kiss Goodnight is my favorite movie.
Ooh, Okay.
I don't even think I ever seen that movie.
You
So
haven't. I
seen
told
it.
you about it a long time ago, though. But yeah, we haven't. I haven't been able to find it yet because it is an old movie with
Yeah.
Samuel L. Jackson and Charlie Baltimore. That's my girl.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So your social media handle is the love language between us.
Mm-hmm.
What's each other's love language?
We have the same.
We have the same. Believe it or not,
Okay.
the love language, the physical touch, the quality
Yes.
time.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
And
Like,
then back with the affirmations.
definitely affirmations. We got
Yes.
affirmations everywhere. We got them at the lounge, at the house, just like reminders up on the wall. Certain brands, we just affirmations everywhere to kind of like just
Gifts of service. Like all 6 of them are us, but our main ones are the physical touch, quality time.
All right. Okay. So who is the most influential person in one another's lives? I kind of think I know your answer, Ro. Kind of spoke to it a little bit. Anyway.
Who's the most influential person?
In her life.
Her dad.
In
thank
my
you.
life.
Yeah.
Oh,
Thank
okay.
you. That sounds like she already said it.
Yeah. Oh, my dad.
I know, trust me, I know.
Girl, yeah. I am a daddy's girl. I don't know how I'm going to act when it's, ooh, that's my dad.
Her dad is amazing though. We went to
Yeah,
Arkansas and I
he's
met
met
him.
my dad and my
and
mom.
he got this garden in his
Yeah.
backyard. He got like animals, like chickens and
Oh, snap.
pigs and everything. And I'm
My
like,
dad
man,
is the epitome of a leader. Like,
Yeah.
my dad, I'm telling
like
you,
earth
growing up,
surface. Like he does got a whole like crops and
we didn't want
everything.
for anything. Anything. Everybody thought we was rich and we wasn't.
Wow.
Because the way that my dad set up everything, that we were always good. I just knew that wherever my dad was, I was safe. I ain't have to worry about nothing. I know my dad was going to take care of what we need to eat. He got me. I need money. It didn't even matter. My dad got me, period. So I'm about to get teary-eyed. But
That's
yes,
a blessing.
I love my dad.
That is a blessing. Now, do you know who's most influential in his life?
I would have to say, from what I've seen, his children.
Okay. All right. I
Yeah, I
love it.
definitely have to agree with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love
that
how
either.
he loves his kids.
Come on, y'all. This is love. Love. Everybody loving everything. So what is something that he does that really plucks your nerves?
So let me
Y'all
say,
that are watching, y'all can hear.
Like,
My producer in the background was like,
all right, so let me say this. Okay, so I love him to life. I love him.
Yes.
So one thing about me is I'm a urgency person. So I'm used to XYZ. Because I told you I'm a planner. So I need to be here at 8. I need to be here at 9. I need to be here at 10. I need to be, like, I'm that type of person where I'm just, he's not. He's so nonchalant. Like, we'll get there when we get there. There's no need to rush. Like, calm down, Ro. We gonna get there. So he has taught me to calm down. But it has been a challenge for me. I be wanting to say, if you don't hurry up. But watching him though, cause he is one of those pretty boys. Like he grooms himself every single day. So I really can't be mad at that. I'm like, look, when he get done, I be like,
yeah, because he
damn,
could go out looking any kind of way. So
that part. So I was like, look, I could pick my battles, okay? But for me, that's the one thing that I have to really get used to because I'm such a time person. Is that, hey, really time is it's a fake thing. Live your life and just chill and just enjoy it and just like, hey, be in the moment. And so that's one of the things for me.
what about you?
I mean, that's probably one of the things for me. She is very punctual. Like, I'll be like, what I'm saying? I'm the type of person, like, I don't even know how to put it. Like, I don't be, like, late. She makes like I just be late everywhere. I don't be, like, late, but I think it's, like, the way I move strategic. Like, if I know if I got, like, 2 hours to be somewhere, and then it's like, oh, I know I got to do XYZ before I actually leave this door. You know what I mean? Like, well, let me, like, get up and get it and do it. But I guess it's the way we go about, like, doing things. You know what I'm saying? But Ro is definitely a punctual person. It's like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, Ro, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're colored people. Look,
And it irritates
it's like,
me so
look,
bad.
and I'm like, and then it's like, she'll be like, you know what I'm saying? We gotta go. And then we get there, and we be the only ones there. Or we be so early, and then the event be 2 hours late starting. So we just sitting there, and I'm like, bro, I know what you, and I understand it because it's a whole business, etiquette thing. But we dealing with a market of late people, us for the most part, and that's what she caters to. So I'm like, okay, I'm listening to what you saying. You catering to the market of XYZ, and so this is how XYZ operates.
But I'm trying to get them on a professional, like if it's say
Look at
7
Ro,
o'clock,
I'm trying
start
to
at
get
7 o'clock, okay? Like people got plans afterwards.
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave your event. But yeah.
But I love our downtime. So like, Ro, that's what she's teaching me. She's teaching me downtime because like prior to that, it's like I was always going, like putting work, everything. You know what I'm saying? Like going out networking. I'm online, on Facebook, social media, trying to network, meet people. It's like so when we take our days off, I'm learning, like she's teaching me how important like unplugging is. Like, and from like the things that we've done, we share mutual like things that we like to do like in our downtime. So it's like when we take that downtime, that's really like a power up for us. That's how we power up. So then when we come back onto the scene, or you know what I'm saying, it's like people are like, how you guys are doing all of this? How you guys are this place? But the thing is, and I'm teaching, we kind of teaching each other this, but I like, bro, I don't want to be at everything. Because of my image and what I've come from, I've built a strong brand. I don't care about being everywhere, but the places I do go, I want them to be highest quality.
Right.
So the people that's coming up, or the people that's looking at our pictures, I want them to be dreaming about, yes, this guy is inspiring me. I want to continue to do and be where he's at one day. I don't know what it may be doing for somebody, but as far as like ground level, and a lot of people talking about, oh, you guys got to start it. I'm like, no, I started years ago when I left Alabama. I'm not gonna let nobody telling me like, oh, you got to do it this way with your phone. No, that's not my brand. My brand, I done did it already. So this is where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? So I think us developing that part of the relationship as well is going to, I think, elevate us even higher. You know what I'm saying? Because, I don't really care about. Like, I care about being on time, but I feel like, hey, the show starts when I get there.
That part.
Okay.
Until then, or wherever's going on,
He said the show
ain't none of my concern.
he get here.
He is so like for real.
Like my hologram of my life doesn't start until I show up at whatever is going on. Until then, I don't have no concern, no power, and I'm not going to worry myself on that. But if it's something that, for the most part, I feel like she can vouch for. When it's something that's really important, or whatever, especially like her stuff, like I definitely try to like be on time. When it's my stuff, it's like not to kind of like throw my hat around, but I've been doing this for a long time. You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm not. It's not a thing where it's like, you know what I'm saying, I'm so pressed where I'm gonna be like breaking my neck, getting a ticket or something like this to be on time, or mess up my haircut, or have a wrinkle in my. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna feel.
You gotta look good.
Yeah, because I gotta feel. I feel like how I need to feel to do what I do. Because everybody don't do everybody's not an image consultant. Everybody's not a published photographer. Everybody doesn't work with business owners and celebrities and stuff like that. I do. So for me to go out and achieve and do what I need to do, she understands it. Because if he doesn't, I'm not going to force him to leave his house. Because I'm going to have to feel the energy from him all day of not feeling him feeling himself.
You are an artist. You are an artist. Like, no, I mean, I'm dead serious. Like, I'm hearing you, and I'm like, this man is an artist, because I'm a creative, and I'm an artist, too.
Yeah. I'm sensitive about my...
Yeah. No, you good. You good. I know what it feels like, though, to be a creative. It's a different mindset and a different way that you approach things when you are analytical as opposed to creative.
Yes.
And if I ain't feeling it, I ain't feeling it either. So I feel you. I feel what you're saying.
I'm so strong on it. We talk about it all the time, and I think this is something that's been more new in the conversation. But when I go places, I don't stay long. I take it back to my roots, because like I tell people I'm an image consultant, I'm a stylist. They think it's clothes. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you put clothes together. Yeah, I can do that. That's the easy part of my gift. But this is my gift. I'm 37 years old. So imagine, I've been in the league and specializing at what I do for this amount of years. Okay, so my IQ and my technique of what I do is so superior. A lot of people don't even understand, like, bro, what it is that you do. Because I'm so good at it and it's effortless. So I can move around like it ain't really much to me. But it's major stuff that I'm doing in the community and, styling people. It does something to people's confidence. Yeah. And so much, it does so much for them. And I've seen people what's the word I'm looking for? Transform. I've seen people energy shift from what I do. So it's like I know who I am and I know the power that I have. So now that I have a mate that's able to complement that power and I complement hers, I feel like it's really nothing.
No limit.
That nobody can really say, or it's nothing that we can't do. Like people contact us all the time, like Ron, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I got this event coming up. Can you and Ro come through? And I'm like, let me run it by her. They be like, what? It's like, cause I think that's what having a submissive partner, but understand like, yeah, this still is my partner. I don't look at her behind me or in front of me. I look at her, she's right here beside me. So if you bring someone to my desk, let me run it by my partner. And I think it's so unique because we're partners on many levels. We're partners in life. We're partners in business. We're partners at home. We're partners. You see what I'm saying? So I think that's the beauty of it. I don't know.
I love his passion. I like he's really passionate. I love it.
Yes.
So my last top 5 question is, what is something that you two look forward to experiencing together?
Easy for me. I know that way.
Okay. Traveling the
world. I want to travel with her because I feel like if we move around the city the way we move around the city, like it's so many more people out in the world for us to inspire and for us to meet and just have conversations with and just like every walk of life. We meet people about business. We meet people that's going through other stuff in personal life, and we're able to talk to these people, and we're inspiring people that come into our space and experiencing our energy. So I definitely look forward, to just really traveling with her. Just everything. I just really want to space is unlimited, and I just want to go there with her, just space. Everywhere.
I love this. This is great, y'all. So, y'all, we've come to the end of the episode. Y'all, I've learned a lot. I'm gonna tell y'all, I'm listening, I'm soaking it up, I'm taking it all in, and it's been great. I told y'all I'm gonna be one half of a power couple. You know, next time y'all see me, I'm gonna be one half of a power couple.
Yes.
Stay in your element, child.
That's all I could do. That's all I could do. I'm going to tell you something, when you kept saying that, it was resonating with me because something that I started adopting. For a long time, I was so focused on this list, right? Like we have a list.
Oh my God, how we didn't talk about that?
Yeah, you have a list of things. People tell you, write your list of things that you want in a maid and blah, 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 blah. Bump all that. I had the list. I prayed for the list. I got the list. I had the list. Like I had what I want. I had exactly what I prayed for. But now my focus is becoming the person that's on this list would naturally align with.
That's crazy.
So that we're on the same frequency.
That makes sense.
Part.
Because if you're not that person, you could be seeing this person 10, 20, 30 times a day.
You're not prepared.
But you're not prepared and you're not on the same wavelength to meet that person where they are. So I'm focused on me. And hey, we gonna see. But I'm telling y'all, I'm manifesting too, bro. So next time you see me, I'm gonna be, I'm gonna have my boo on my arm. We gonna be going.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean that's the best thing I can tell people. Find out what your purpose is, fam. If you not operating your purpose by the time you leasing close to your 30s or something, man, you need to be finding out what your purpose is. Because you out here just drifting.
That part.
Drifting.
How you gonna get sent what you need to have when you're not even operating why God even got you here. So I think once she started doing it, once I started doing it, we found each other.
Yeah.
Without even trying to. You see what I'm saying? Without even trying to. It was just a magnet. Two people operating their purpose, God here you go. It makes sense. So I feel like, the whole thing of what she's been shown, what I've been shown, we know our assignment. So everybody else, we look forward to meet y'all, and one day y'all will get the run and row experience. But until then, keep your head down.
Yes.
I love it. He closed the show out for us. He closed the show out for us. So I saw a quote, and I want to read it. It says, "To love someone is to act in their long-term best interest." So I want to thank those who have loved me and who have acted in my long-term best interest, whether it is that you have stuck by me and been in my circle and, pushed me forward or gone on another way. That's still my long-term best interest. So thank you.
It was destiny,
Thank
right?
you for loving me.
Yes.
Right? Thank you for loving me.
Yes.
So next week we're still gonna talk about this couple thing and this relationship thing. I'm on a move. I'm manifesting. I'm doing some things. I'm trying to learn. And I talk all the time with one of my really, really good friends, Nelson White. And we always talk. He puts me up on game, and we talk about relationships and all different type of stuff together. And so I'm bringing him on. He is an entrepreneur as well. He is single as well. So single ladies, come on, see him. He cute too, y'all. But come on, because we're gonna drop some more dimes, some more gems, and we're gonna talk a little bit more about this thing about love, relationships, and entrepreneurship next week, right here at 6 p.m. on the Bright Girls in Business Show. Until next time. Thanks for watching the Bright Girls in Business Show. Be sure to like, comment, and share this video. And don't forget to subscribe and smack the bell so that you get notifications each and every time I go live with a new episode. Until next time, watch one of the previous episodes, and we'll see you next time.